Everybody, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I am so excited to be here with everybody again. It's been 6 months already. That's crazy. I thought it was like literally a couple weeks ago, but definitely excited to be back with everybody today. So just a little bit, I don't know if we have probably new people here. My name is Katrina Khong, and I am currently residing in Charlotte, North Carolina. And before joining New Skin, I was actually a teacher, and I was teaching for about 3 years, and I got introduced into the business by my uncle when I was 26. And at the time, I was, I guess, young, young and free. Definitely didn't know that business was going to be for me. But when he invited me to the company and I saw the vision, I saw that I wanted more. I wanted more in life. And because I wanted more, I knew that I had to do something more. So I decided to, learn everything from ground zero. I became a student again, became a kindergartner, you can say, and started from zero. And 9 years later, here I am. Right now, we both my husband and I have been full-time with the business for about 6 years now, and we have been able to travel the world. We've been to many, many places, which is a dream come true. And as a teacher, that was definitely one of the biggest things. I love to travel, but with this business, I was able to do that. Now we have a son who's going to turn 1 very soon in a couple of days, and we're excited that we get to stay home with him and be with him 24/7. Growing up, just a little bit of background why that is so important to me. Growing up, both my parents worked so hard, and we don't see them. In the morning when we go to school, they are still in the bed. And the moment that we come home from school, they still at work. So we really rarely see them. And so to me, it made such an impact to me that when I joined the business, is one of my biggest whys actually to have more time when I have kids in the future, which, today. And we're excited that, both my husband and I are able to be so flexible and just to build our business around our son, especially during the holidays as well. So excited to be back here. And when Lisa asked me to come back and talk about the other principle, I mean, there's so many things that we can talk about when we talk about building building leadership and also building a team. But today I want to share 3 things, very basic and very fundamental. From last time, if I remember correctly, we talked about, our first 3 principles. Number 1 is to always, I just completely blanked. One of it, sorry. One of it is actually, never judge and always seek to understand. That's number 1. And number 2 is control and trust. We talk about that. That's very important in building a team of leaders. And number 3, we talked about, bridging the gap, which means we have to be able to have that frequency of interaction and being able to, join together and do things together and go on retreats, camps. So, which is why I put this picture up. This is a picture of our Ruby camp. Not recently, this is actually, before COVID, everything before COVID. We had a 3 days camp, 2 nights, and I think you might recognize Team Lead Anwin. He sat on the left side of the corner right there. And he led the camp, and both my husband and I were in charge of the camp at that time. And this is right before I got pregnant. So everything was, actually I was already pregnant during this camp and I didn't know it. And we did all this activity. I came home and I found out I was pregnant. I was completely mortified. And I just hoped everything was fine. I just remember that feeling at that time. But anyway, so this picture is going to be a great transition from that last principle that we talked about frequency of interaction. You have to see your leaders often, interact with them, talk to them, have meetings. The best is to have camp with them. And we do this every, back without COVID, before COVID, we did it every 3 months, for our Ruby Plus. So Ruby and above. So this is very fun. If you notice that in the picture, you see a lot of people have funny faces on. When I say funny, if you notice closely, and this is not a great picture, but you see that guys being drawn and have makeup on their faces. So at our camp, we try to make it fun, and that's how you bond with you build a relationship, is to have fun and to be as raw as possible. So I love this picture, and this is one of the pictures that I have on my phone. So I figure I'll share with you guys today. Okay, let's move on to our principle number 4 that I would like to share today. And I think this one is going to be very important as well. In a team, we have to have value. When we are building a team together, and this is something that kept us together as a team for the past 10 years, Give became Give. Our team name is Give, Give. Give became Give 10 years ago, when a little bit more than 10 years ago, when teammate Anwin, he was the one that started Give, and he joined the business, and that's when we started. So one of the things that we had to identify from the very beginning was our values. What makes us Give, and what makes us a team of leaders in this business. And we came up, a bunch of our leaders came up together these values that we applied over the years, and we call it short for FRILL. So it's family, responsibility, integrity, love, and leadership. So these are the values that we would teach our team. And I think this is one of the things that in life, and in general, not just the business itself, we have to have value in life. And we share with our team how important it is that we have to treat each other like a family, like brother and sister in a family environment, and we have to support each other. And for us to be able to do that, then we have to agree to do all this. And of course, building a leader is not simple. It's about changing. It's about being able to help them change, and about to help the leaders change themselves from selfish to become selfless, which is very not an easy thing to do. And I think you guys already know that. So to be able to teach them these values and ask them to work together, and to be able to bring them together, and to help them understand that, in this business, we're supposed to help each other. And our responsibility, that's why our responsibility is very important in here as well. Our responsibility is to uphold that family and that integrity. And when we talk about integrity, we talk about being able to help without asking for anything in return. And being able to, if we have somebody that come to us out of nowhere, especially now with social media, we have a lot of people just go online and ask us to buy products. So our first thing that we teach our team is that, instead of, okay, let me sell that product to you, but also ask them, how do you know about this product, and how do you know to find me? So a lot of time, it may be because somebody shares something with them, share them a video of you talking about a certain product, and they come to you, the new customer come to you because somebody shared it with them. But just imagine if that leader just signed that customer up, and the person that shared the video will never trust that leader again. So we always ask our leaders to verify, right? To verify and clarify where that customer come from. How do you know about this product? How do you know me? Did somebody introduce you to this product, or did somebody introduce you to me? Just kind of clarify that first. And if that person says, oh, I just randomly saw your Facebook and I just want to buy product, then that's okay to sign them up. But let's just say, oh, this person A talked to me about you and talked to me about the product, and I thought it was amazing. I don't have an account yet, but I want to buy the product from you. If that is the case, we are taught to, hey, why don't you go back to person A and ask that person A to sign you up and sell you the product? I mean, it's the same price, the same thing, and I can definitely help you there by, referring them back to person A. So that's what we talk about when we talk about integrity. So we taught that principle down to our team. Of course, it's a perfect, not everybody can, at the beginning, not everybody can be that, live up to that integrity. But we tell our team how important it is to hold that up, because we build a team together as a family. But just imagine if everybody just literally cross-lining, right? We use that word cross-line. We take this person and that person, take this person, customers and all that, then we can never build a family and we can never build a trusted environment for us to work together. And then, of course, with integrity, you got to go with love. If you do not have that integrity, it's really hard for you to help somebody. And that really go along line with love. Love here means to be able to work with love, to lead with love. And this is something that I'm going to share a little bit in a little bit at the last slide that I have today. Love here means to be able to open your heart and be able to help everybody that comes your way. So one of the things that I have learned over the 9 years that I work with Give and with Nu Skin in general, if somebody comes to me and asks me for help, if they're like a Nu Skin distributor, I would never ask them the question, who is your upline? That is something that I don't ask, or we don't ask. And we felt like, it's not important where that person comes from. It's important that that person come to us and ask us for help, and maybe talking to them just to see where the problem is and if you can help them. And I would share what my knowledge and how I apply certain things in this business. And actually, this is a recent case. I recently had somebody from Arizona contacting me, and that person is signed up under somebody in another organization, and that person actually got abandoned by her upline. So she's Vietnamese. So her upline blocked her on Facebook. I'm just gonna share a really quick story. Her upline blocked her on Facebook. I have no idea why. But anyway, she found me because she has a cousin under my team. So her cousin asked me to help this person. And I said, okay. So I talked to her, and I never asked who the upline was. I just said, okay, how can I help you? Oh, I want to get started. She's a pharmacist. So I said, I can connect you with somebody that's a pharmacist in my team, and just to share with you the story of how she gets started and how she gets people started. And that was it. And then the more that we talked, the more she talked about her upline. And I said, hey, is it okay if I ask who is your upline, and maybe I can contact your upline and then, ask your upline to help and support you in a way? And she's like, oh, it's this person. She doesn't even know her Blue Diamond upline because she's so new. So she gave me a name, but I don't recognize that name. I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know who that person is. But the point of the story is, we are instill in us the value of being able to be open and help everybody come our way. And at the end of the day, if that person is willing to share, my upline is this person and that person, then we would personally reach out to their upline. And really, let's say if somebody from Lisa's team contact me and I found out it's Lisa's downline, then I would contact Lisa and I say, hey, Lisa, I have this person contacted me. I'm willing to help 100%, but I want to let you know. And if you're okay with that, then I will continue to help. But if you're not okay, that's okay too. Then I'll take a step back. But it is in that respect. But we are teaching our leaders to always be open. If we have team members or people from different lines come over and ask can I join your call, your Zoom, all our training, everything is open. We are not saying, oh, you're not from my team, I can't, I can't welcome you in. We don't teach our team that. So that's love and leadership. And we thought that it's so important for our team to grow the way that it is today. So now, last time I shared with you that we do have a team, building all at the same time from in Canada, in Vietnam, in Japan, in Australia, Europe, and the US, all at the same time, and Mexico, all at the same time. And it is because of these values that we are able to expand all together at the same time, because we are so open. And if you have any, and I think if you ever have somebody that needs help, okay, I'm just extending this to you all that need to speak Vietnamese, contact me, let me know. I would definitely love to help. And, I think Lisa have the same principle and also same value, because I did ask her to help because I have a Korean distributor that signed up, and I don't speak Korean. So I asked Lisa for help, and she was willing to help. So I think that's something that's very important in our leadership and the style that we are teaching our team to be very open in that way. So anyway, I spent a lot of time talking about value because I think it's so important. It is one of the most important principle that we have to have value to build a team. Okay. And then once we have value, then we're going to have some ground rules. And these are the 7 ground rules that we came up with. You know, again, all the Blue Diamond team come together and really think about, you know, the thing that we want to have the team be positive. And if we don't have something concrete, then it's really hard to tell them, hey, be positive. It's really hard to just tell people to be positive. But these are the things that we would teach them. A new person coming in, new distributor, new executive have to know these ground rules. And there are 7 of them, and it's very simple. You can read, I can read it for you. Number 1, if it doesn't serve, do not say it. So meaning that if whatever you're saying, you're spreading the word, you know, don't spread rumor. Basically, that's what we're saying. Don't spread rumor if that doesn't, like, you know, give somebody more money or help them become a better person, then don't say it. And I think that's the first one that we really agreed to, because we are, I don't know about you guys, but we don't like rumors. We don't like drama. We don't like people just talking behind the scene and, you know, just make everything worse. So we feel like, you know, if we are going to be a team that lives together and build together and, you know, be a family, then we have to be very positive. So we have to start serving people. And if things that are not serving, let's not mention it and let's not talk about it. Number 2, when you disagree or do not understand, ask clarifying questions. So we ask the team never to assume. Assumption is probably borderline of, you know, negativity and gossips, right? So we always ask the team, if you do not understand anything, just ask. You know, don't be afraid to ask questions to clarify. Do not assume anything. If you see that, oh, hey, you know, and this is something that I teach a lot. If you have 2 people prospecting the same customer, for example, and then suddenly the customer sign up with one of the person, and usually the other person, the second person, would just automatically look at that, hey, that person stole somebody from me, right? That's just like an assumption. And that person will automatically have some kind of negative feeling toward that person, person A. So we always say, okay, there's always a story. There's always a reason why that happened. So before you assume that person A is a bad person and start spreading rumor about that person, why don't you ask questions? Come and talk to her. Ask her question. Hey, you signed up this person. Can you tell me why? Did you know that I was also prospecting her? Blah, 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 blah. You know, you have to really clarify the situation and do not start drama. So that's number 2. Number 3, act with integrity. I mentioned that already earlier. I talk a lot about integrity and enough value. Number 4, treat others the way they want to be treated. And I think this is, we call it the platinum rule. The golden rule is treat others the way that you want to be treated, right? But in our team, we teach them to treat others the way they want to be treated. And I think this is important because we always have to put the other person first. And, you know, we teach our team, when you look at a person, your prospect, your customer, it's always about them. It's never about you. It's never about you. It's always about them. So if we are able to say that about a customer, a client, then we can say that about our team members. So if you have a team members that, you know, are not very negative or not very positive, then hey, come to them and ask them how you can help them and how do they want you to treat them. And if we are all able to do that, then there won't be drama and there won't be, you know, problems arise in the team. Number 5, always give. And I think this really go alongside with everything that I mentioned about value earlier. Always give first, never ask to receive first. We always open first, be very open, and don't ever expect anything in return when you start giving out and, you know, help other people. And another sense of give, we taught our team in terms of changing their habits. So back then before COVID, we had a lot of events. We have a lot of, and Lisa knows this, we have a lot of events at the company. And so sometimes, you know, we ask the team members to give in a way that, hey, if you see something that you are somebody is, putting the chairs away or putting, setting up or things like that, instead of just standing there, maybe go ask them if you can help them. Something as simple as that, or take out the trash, or, serve lunch to somebody, or, something very small. And I think that is very important. It's so key in our business and also in our team, is that it's almost like an automatic thing for our team members. When they come to the event and they see somebody that's helping or cleaning up or sweeping the floor or anything like that, and they would come over and offer help. And I think that helped build that bond and build that family life with each other. And I think that's important as well. And we, in our team, we never have the Blue Diamond and the team elites are the ones actually that does all that, because we go to a certain level and we reach a certain leadership level, and we talk about it so much, and we talk about giving and giving and giving so much that whenever we look down, we always see the Blue Diamond and team leads are the one that mopping the floor, cleaning the trash, picking up the chairs, and setting out the table, right? And I think that's so important. And I want to share with you, this is something that I guess a little bit personal that I see. When I went to Vietnam, it was complete opposite. The Blue Diamond team leads are the one that, sit on one side, and the new people are the one that's setting up, and the Blue Diamond team leads are the one that sit up front. And for our team, it's completely opposite. Blue Diamond team leads in the back, everybody else in front, and we're the first one to clean up, the first one to set up the table. We're the one that do the work, because we teach our leaders from top down that we have to be, if you want to be a big leader, you have to know to give first, and do not expect other people to serve you. You have to serve other people. And I think that's so key. And it's not easy to do. It's so tough and so hard to do, because sometimes, when we become a Blue Diamond or a team lead, you feel like you're entitled to be, up there and high up there. But then when we start on, even I, speaking about this, is, when I reach to that level of a Blue Diamond or team lead, I feel like there's still so many people more that I can give to. And I think that's just, it's built in my brain, in my mindset for the past 9 years. I don't want to know how else I can talk about this, but you get the idea. Number 6, takes 100% responsibility. Never blame somebody for something that you can be responsible for. For example, if you are late to a Zoom, so we teach our team this. This is all in mindset, right? If you're late to a Zoom, do not blame traffic. Do not blame, hey, the internet didn't work or whatever. Just say, hey, I'm so sorry, I was late to the Zoom. And that was it. Take responsibility for it. And that's okay. That's all. Everybody can be happy. But now if you start blaming, we start, hey, is that person's fault? Is this person's fault? Is because of this, because of that? And we don't take responsibility for ourselves, then that's going to show in the business as well. So this is to change the mindset. Always take responsibility. And if you're successful or you're not successful, that's not your upline fault. Because, this is to literally take out that whole blaming the upline when you're not successful. We have a downline like that sometimes, Sometimes they just blame, hey, because of you, that's why I'm not successful. And it happens. But in our round rules, we say, this is your business 100%. So if you're not successful, then really look back, what haven't you done? And it's not your upline's fault. Your upline already signed you up, already helped you get started, and that's it. That's their responsibility. Now, becoming successful or not, that's your responsibility. Number 7, always do your best. So I think this is just to wrap everything up, Of course, if everybody can do all 7, all these steps completely 100%, then we all become like very successful, right? Very, very successful. You become such a better person. But, number 7 is there to tell them that, hey, even if some of these are so hard to do, it's okay. Just do your best. Do the best that you can. Just remember, if something happened, if something negative come your way, just remember these 7 things, round rules that will help you choose the right way or choose the positive way to deal with things and to solve problems. And one of the things about leadership in our team, and we always teach this, the more problems you solve, the better leaders you're going to become. And I think that's important. Go alongside with the round rule that I'm speaking here. Okay, that's principle number 5 and number 6, and this is the last one for today, is lead with love. And I talked so much about this earlier already, but I do want to come back to this, and this is actually our theme for so many retreats. We even have a hashtag lead with love, and most of our retreats we always talk to the team about, being able to be open, being able to take care of other people, being able to help other people. And one of the, I guess I can share a little bit about this. One of the things that Team Lead Anwin always reminds me is that, sometimes when you in an argument, for example, or you're in some kind of disagreement with another person, and sometimes you always want to be right, like I want to be right because I think I'm right, right? In an argument, somebody's going to want to be right. So if you want to be a better leader, then look at the situation and ask, what is the outcome you want to have? And that outcome, even if that outcome means that you have to admit that you're wrong, then pick the outcome, right? If the outcome is going to hurt you and hurt the other person, equally, then pick the one that will hurt the other person less. So that's what lead with love means. It's to always, it doesn't matter who's right and it doesn't matter who's wrong. What matters is what is the outcome that you both want to achieve. And I think if everybody can lead with love, if everybody can learn about this principle and really apply it, then a lot of argument can become zero. It won't become bigger. It will become a lot smaller, and team will build better, and you become a better leader. So out of all the principle, I think I have a couple more, but just ending for today, we're going to end here with lead with love. And I think out of all of them, this is the one that's the most important, that resonates to me, because I feel like without this, we cannot become a leader. Without this, we cannot become the team that we are today. So definitely lead with love. And I think it's important that we end this one today, because we are going into Christmas and New Year. It's a new year. So if we all agree to lead with love in 2021, then I think Nu Skin in general will be a better year for everybody in 2021. So with that, I just wanted to end my presentation today. And Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody.